Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Dr. Connie Chung. I have an extensive educational background. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, master's in nutrition, a doctorate in physical therapy, been a clinician for over 25 years, as well as board certified in Institute of Functional Medicine in functional medicine. And I'm a ERYT certified at the 500 hour with Yoga Alliance. All that being said, I utilize yoga as a specific tool to help you to regulate your nervous system, to really empower you, to really reach in to your own essence and your healing power from within, to heal from any kind of symptoms, whether it be physical, mental, and emotional, as well as chronic illnesses. I believe all the answers are within you, that we have a biochemical capacity and the ability to heal our own bodies if we can align from within, inside out. That's what we do here. Welcome, and I can't wait to get to know you better. Hi, it's Dr. Connie, and I know that after pandemic, lots of you have shifted your workplace from your workplace to home. And that means, like me, you've settled everywhere in the house to be your workstation. And that also means that you're on your computer hours on end because everything is now happening on virtual. And that tells me that there's a lot of forgetfulness about your posture and alignment when sitting at the desk. And things are stumped and you're so much in your head, working on the computer, but not much mindfulness in your posture. So a lot of people have been coming to our yoga classes in center here in Suwanee, Georgia. What we've noticed is that you can't just pull away from the desk and expect to get fixed in a yoga class. You need to be mindful and really take the gains away from the yoga practice that you go to every day after work, but bring that to your mindfulness day, however long you're at your desk, right? So every hour, I want you to do simple things that you can do on the desk, and that's what I want to share. As you guys know, I've been a physical therapist for over 25 years. I'm a yoga teacher as well as a Pilates instructor. Very much, I live and breathe alignment, physically, mentally, emotionally, as well as spiritually. So with that in mind, at your desk, I want things to be open. I don't want you to forget about your body when you're working with your mind for hours on end, because that can really degrade your spine, your hips, your shoulders, everything. Because the spine is where the nervous system lives, and it creates the electrical impulses to go from the brain to your muscles to keep toned and to keep the flexibility and to build resiliency. And that helps with your focus when you're at your desk and working, again, hours on end, right? With that in mind, I want you to sit nice and tall. What does sitting nice and tall mean? It means shifting the pelvis forward, rocking it forward, and then rocking it back. Rocking it forward all the way, like exaggerated arch, exaggerated flexion. Somewhere between the middle, where you can find balance on your sit bones, lies your neutral spine. With that being said, I want the rib cage, the lower end of your rib cage to be interlaced down. A lot of people have it flared out because they just aren't engaging their core muscles, which I deem so important in terms of your posture and alignment, okay? Posture and alignment is a given, but when you're at a desk job all day, working with your head, you can't, it's inevitable. You're gonna forget about that connection between your mind and body. And when your mind is so occupied, your body is achy and tired and all the things, your mind can't function. So it's going to degrade on your productivity as well. So a lot of you probably are having aches and pains, neck issues, crook in the back. Anything and everything is happening because you go from this to the yoga class or weekend warrior golf or whatever you do. So keep in mind that you can do this throughout the day. So sitting up nice and tall, I taught you how to sit up nice and tall, finding your balance between like the hyper arch forward tilt to the hyperflexion, to the back tilt. Somewhere in the middle is your neutral spine. Keeping that straight, I want you to sit nice and tall, chin tucked slightly so that the back of your neck is nice and tall. Shoulders up and back, taking a breath. And this is done every hour, is what I teach or instruct or recommend to my patients, right? So roll your shoulders up and back and then pull them down. Right shoulder blade down the left jean pocket, left shoulder blade into the right jean pocket, like crisscross, lower. Shoulders away from the ear is where I want you. And if I were to look at you sideways, I want the ear to line up with the shoulder, shoulder to line up with the hip, and hip to line up with the knee, knee right over the ankle is what I want. And when you're seated, I want a 90-degree angle from your torso to your femur, thigh bone, to your thigh bone, to your, I guess, leg bone, which is the tibia, okay? Down at the leg, right? Bottom leg. So sitting up nice and tall, I want you to pull the shoulders down. We just did the shoulder rolls. I want you to bend your neck nice and low, tucking your chin under towards your collarbone. And then I want you to roll it to the right, inhale. Exhale over to the left. Roll it to the right. It's really important not to collapse the upper back like this. This is not where I want you. I want you to sit up nice and tall. So tall spine is going to free up that neck to get that mobility in that spine. And then I want you to look all the way up and tuck the chin away from the collarbone like you're pulling the chin up towards the nose. And that stretches that throat area that gets really tight in us desk people. And then bring it down. Sitting up nice and tall there again. Raise your arms up overhead, interlace your hands, palm side up, open up your chest, and gaze up towards your hands, and taking the palms of your hands to face forward, pull it behind your head. I want you to sit up, gaze up, and your palms of your hands are like the pillow for the back of your head. Elbows go back, and you're gonna feel this nice stretch underside of your arms as well as the upper back and under the armpits. And then exhale, fold forward without collapsing at the thoracic spine or mid-back. Inhale, elbows back, gaze up, open up that heart, open up that sternum, open up that collarbone and stretch that area. It's gonna feel so good. And exhale. And inhale and exhale. And just raise your hands up overhead and just shake your wrists out every hour. This is what you do. It's gonna take less than 5 minutes to do all of this. Sitting up nice and tall, I want you to cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Left foot needs to be on the floor. Sitting up nice and tall, you're gonna push the right knee down. And that's going to externally rotate the hip that gets really tight in a seated position because you're probably humped over or you're slouched or you cross your legs like me. Sit up nice and tall, getting that tilt of your pelvis, only hinging from your hips. Just a little bit is going to be this, nice stretch along the right hip. Right toes are up towards the shin to protect that ankle, as well as to get the external rotation isolated at the hip, which is also important to respect your alignment, posture, and the way the joints are designed to move. We're just focused on the right hip. And that also stretches our low back, as well as the sciatic nerve. And it's a very good stretch all the way down to your feet. Okay, and come up nice and slow and place the right foot down. Place the left ankle on top of the right knee. You might see a side-to-side difference, and that's okay. What you have to remember is to keep the sit bones down on the chair. Push the left knee down. Pull the toes up towards the shin. Sit up nice and tall. Keep your chest open and chest forward, pushing the left knee down, and breathe into that left hip. For me, this left hip is a lot tighter. I tend to cross over. I am a little crooked, and we all have to put forth the effort to unlearn the bad habitual patterns that we have, because we all have postural dysfunctions and patterns that we all have, quirks. And so through this balancing act, if you will, you can self-correct and be aware throughout your day. Last thing I want you to finish with is sit wide like a man, if you're a woman, and walk your hands down, all the way down, and reach the hands. And allow your head to just relax towards the floor. Relax, but sit down on the chair, pushing the sit bones down, allowing the low back to just decompress. Oh, that feels so good in so many ways. And I'm rushing the blood up to my head to help me to think better and focus better. And it also wakes me up throughout the day. I do this throughout the day, especially when I'm shifting tasks and I need to regather my thoughts and regather my focus, or I feel like I've been working, hours on end, I haven't had a break. I try to set an alarm on my iPhone every hour to make sure I do this simple stretch, which will keep you limber, focused, and energized by the hour, and prevent any postural dysfunctions and tightness and really lumbar as well as cervical issues that come up for us that work at home hours on end. I hope this was helpful. Please follow for more. I'm Dr. Connie Chung. I'll be sharing with you tips, all the kinds of tips that you need in physical as well as mental and emotional productivity things and hacks that will up-level your game on every element and facet of your life. And I'd love to know if this has helped. Leave me some comments, and I will see you all on my channels. Thank you for watching. Your time is valuable to me, and I appreciate you being here. If you found my videos helpful, I put out weekly videos for you so that you can benefit from it. So I would love it if you subscribed, as well as comment, review me, follow me on social at Instagram, YouTube, as well as TikTok at Dr. Connie Chung. I'd love to hear from you. DM me, comment below, and let's connect. I'll see you guys all later.